Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Brian the Grizzly here. We with Brandman Brandon. We are the Spoiler Kings. We're waiting for Tank to jump on, but I will tell you guys. Remember, he was in Florida last week. The man is trying to brave through a little sickness, so I mean, trying to give him a little time to heal up. So we're going to do a episode, really just asking questions and talking to you guys. Ask us questions. Ask us anything. We will answer it. In between all those things, we will look at a couple of trailers that I got set up, and I think it's going to be more of a chat type of day.
Yeah, like a Q&A session almost, right?
Exactly. Ask me, how many Funko Pops I have. What's my favorite comic book? Ask Brandman. What does he do to live?
Oh gosh.
So ask him anything, guys. Nothing is too crazy. We'll answer anything you guys got. So yeah, this is the episode we're doing today. We got Jason Entertainment. What's up, Brian and Brandman? How you guys doing?
Hey, Jason, thanks for joining.
We're feeling good. Honestly, this is the first weekend I could say I'm gonna guess maybe 20 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I have not gone to see a movie. Now I have watched Netflix. I have watched a lot of shows. Keeping up, I am excited about a lot of things coming out. But yeah, I did not go to the movie theater for the first time in a long time.
It's a weird feeling, right?
Weird. Like I expect to go, and it's like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we got our first question from Preston, real quick. Brian, how many Funko Pops? And Brandon, how many muscle shirts do you have?
You're really interested in my muscle shirts, aren't you?
Because it's infinite. So I officially have counted my Funko Pops. I have 242 Funko Pops.
Mm-hmm.
And that's including like the big ones. Like I have this one right here I got the other day. It's the Phoenix X-Men. So that's gonna eventually go to my X-Men shelf that I have over here with Logan, Magneto. I'm gonna have the whole X-Men shelf. So every shelf will have its own specific thing that we're gonna have. So yeah. And
yo, what is up?
Look at him.
Oh man, I am glad to be home, but I feel like shit.
Yeah, man. Thanks for joining us. I know you were kind of feeling under the weather.
Oh my god, I feel like shit.
Well, today I was just letting everyone know we're just answering questions, going through chat, answering questions. We're gonna look at trailers. That's all we got. And I actually have something queued up for us to watch as a trailer already. So after we get through some of these questions, I'll pull it up. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. Brandon already does, but you're just going to have to watch it out. Watch it and see.
Sounds good.
All right, we got Jason over here. Right? What is the movie that made you? How many shirts? You got it?
I haven't really had any count. Lost count.
His answer is all of his shirts are muscle shirts.
All of them?
He gets them all a size medium. So I bought both of these guys shirts that I'm sending to them this week for Spoiler Kings or whatever. And I got Tank. I was like, hey, give him 2X. It'll be good. Brandon, I got him a medium, extra medium.
It's medium.
It's
medium.
It's tight around the arms.
Yeah. pre-cut off arms.
Cut off arms. Yeah, I was going to say that.
All right. Jason has. What is the movie that made you realize movies can be bad? I have a good answer. Yeah.
Batman and Robin.
That's a good answer. I like
That's
that one.
That's a good one. Hold on, I gotta see what came out first. Because was it Batman Forever or the original Judge Dredd?
Oh, you hate that movie. That movie wasn't that bad, man. I don't care.
I liked it. Was okay, but it wasn't good.
It's very schlocky. But when I started getting into Judge Dredd comics, that's when I started kind of resenting that movie.
That's what, if you were looking at the comics, that's when you don't like. But the movie for itself is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm putting what's his name in it. Who's the little Adam
Rob
Sandler?
Schneider.
Rob Schneider in it
I hate him so much.
what were they doing? Because like my uncle was a big Judge Dredd fan,
Mhm.
and that movie started off awesome. I'm like, oh, this is legit. This is right from the comic book.
Yeah.
And then it turned into something that was just, ugh, you know, and then Batman Forever. So they both came out in '95.
Mhm.
Because I'm like, and again, Batman Forever. I'm like, oh my god, what did they do to my Batman?
Mhm.
And those are the first two movies that I remember watching where I'm like, oh wow, this is the feeling of what suck feels like. Because again, Robin, it was the first introduction of Robin, and I'm a big Robin fan, and I thought
Mhm.
Chris O'Donnell was a pretty cool cast. I liked it, but
That was awful.
that whole movie was oof.
My
Yeah.
answer is the second Mortal Kombat. When they killed Johnny Cage immediately, like right off the bat, it looked bad. I mean, for the first one was so good. The second one was just so bad. It broke my heart because I was a huge Mortal Kombat fan, and watching that movie I was like, never again. It's
In
just
'97. Yeah.
never
Yeah.
again. I was like 12, 13 years old. I was like, this is the worst piece of crap I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that was
And the
bad.
only reason I didn't mention Mortal Kombat is because Batman and Robin came out first that year.
Okay.
Mhm.
Gotcha. I got you.
But yeah, Mortal
they both
Kombat
came out,
Annihilation is so bad.
Both came out in '97. Yeah, they were those were another some bad ones.
Yep, they came out a couple months apart.
Yeah, trying to remember. Yeah, because the first one was a lot of fun. First one was a lot of.
It was great.
Yeah.
Liu Kang was so good. Everything they did, Goro was so awesome.
Liu Kang was awesome, and then he spends the entirety of Annihilation just getting his butt handed to him.
I know. I was like, how did you not watch the first movie? Like, man,
that entire movie, he lost almost pretty much. He lost almost pretty much every fight that he was in that one.
Yeah,
but on the
that last fight was horrible.
spectrum. Oh my god, I don't want to talk about that. Oh, it was
Jack
so
rips off
bad.
his arms.
Yeah, his little aluminum foil cybernetic arms.
Yeah,
Looked like he just put aluminum foil around his arm. It was so bad. It looked so bad. I could make that as a hey, that could be a good Halloween costume.
There you go.
Yeah, you'll spend $5.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I want the quality aluminum, so 7.
The Costco one.
All right. So what is your guys' top 5 movies ever?
Oh, that's a great question.
I could probably go first on
Go
this
ahead.
one. I have Shawshank is number 1 for me. I think it's the greatest movie ever made. I think it's a masterpiece. I honestly think it's a perfect movie.
Mhm.
So that's one. That's why. My next one is because me. I love The Matrix. I think The Matrix changed the way I watch the movies. Like
Mhm.
it blew my mind. I didn't think you could do it. Changing of the scene and how the camera views and slowing it down. I'd never seen anything like that. So I saw it. It changed movies for me. I'm gonna go 3 will probably be The Lion King, because that was like that's what brought me into movies. I love The Lion King. I think it's one of the greatest movies ever. 4, that's probably The Last Dragon. And this is just for me. Not that these are the best movies ever. These are my favorite, top of my favorite movies. The Last Dragon, I watched that on bootleg. I've taped it off the TV. I mean, I love that with Bruce Leroy. And number 5 for me is Inception, because I love Inception. It changed my entire mind. I love that movie. So that's my number 5.
Wow.
Nice.
You got a list, Brandon?
Let me see off the top of my head. I would say Inglourious Bastards. And this is in no particular order, but Inglourious Bastards. Office Space would be the second one.
That's
I
up
love
there.
Office Space. Then I would say Empire Strikes Back, Raiders
Ooh,
of the
that's a
Lost
good one.
Ark,
Okay.
because I love adventure movies. And my final one would probably be Scott Pilgrim versus the
Oh,
World.
Wow.
okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
But that makes sense of who you are. I agree.
Yeah.
It does make sense. Say hi, Cookie. We're gonna
Hey, what's
Hey,
up?
see you there.
Cookie?
I can't not say hi to you. Sorry.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, I saw that thing, that post that you had on Twitter. I don't know who did that makeup. That was so very good.
Oh man,
That profile, it was so good. Whoever did it, 2 thumbs up. That was amazing.
I saw the one where it looks like the fingers are like coming out of her eye, kind of thing. That one was cool. I've been off of social media like this whole past week, so I like I have not been on Twitter or Instagram or anything like
I
this
know.
whole week.
So like
nothing.
Chill asked me to come on Saturday, but I didn't know about it till like later in the day. I was like, crap. I was
Yeah.
home the entire time. I was like, I could have jumped on. I just didn't check.
You didn't check? Yeah. I've been completely checked out of social media on my vacation. Not like because I choose to. It's just I was just so busy and doing so much. It was just like I had no time. You know, and then I come home and I'm like dead and I'm just in bed the entire weekend. But yeah, real quick with my top 5. Like you said, there's no order. But Empire Strikes Back is definitely on there. Batman #1, the Batman 89. I watched it so much. Fight Club is on my list.
You love Fight.
I
Nice.
love Fight Club.
Nice.
Interstellar is in my top 5. I absolutely love that movie.
That's my top 12.
Love that movie. Like some how many is that? Like 3 or 4 already?
That's 4.
4. Man, I gotta say probably Gladiator, because I watch that movie
Maximus, man,
all the time. You know, I love like Roman Empire stuff. You know, that one's really cool.
You're a history buff.
Yeah, history and science, like nerd. So yeah, why Interstellar and Gladiator up there. Yeah, but I mean, Back to the Future, Jurassic Park, Big Lebowski. I mean, those are like some other ones that I'm sure I got to make my list one day.
Yeah, I have to make like an official list of mine.
Yeah.
Well, I had one that, it's like little stuff like Nightmare Before Christmas, because it sticks with me from when I was younger. But Batman Mask of the Phantasm is definitely in my top 10. I know that for sure.
Easily one,
that movie.
Easily one of the best Batman movies ever made.
Yeah.
Like, that's my #1 Batman movie, and not Dark Knight, not Batman Begins, not the first Batman. It's Mask of the Phantasm.
It is really good. And
I'm not even mad.
On Instagram, I put something up under the Spoiler Kings with my Target haul. Yeah, so I wound up getting that from Target, and I wound up getting Joyride from Target, and I was there getting medicine, and I'm like, I gotta look through the clearance. I gotta look through certain things like before I leave Target. And I had found the other thing that's on that picture. It's the complete DVD collection of Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra for $15.
Yeah, see, I have all the Avatar. I bought it immediately when we were at Family Video. I was like, I will find this and bought all of it.
Yeah. I mean, I prefer to have them on Blu-ray, but $15 for 2 series is not bad. You know. So, and it's all in its own little box and everything like that. So, yeah, I think Erica grabbed it. She goes, "Is this worth it?" I'm like, "Yeah, like we're getting it right now. What are you talking about?" So, yeah,
that's funny. I was at Half Price Books and got season 1 through 7 of Supernatural. It's perfect for me. Like, they knew I was coming. They put it right here, waiting for me. Preston said, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was the movie that made him realize movies can be bad.
yeah. I mean, it's not horrible, but
I think people
Definitely not.
hated on it a little bit.
Yeah.
That
It
person,
just,
that's a good one.
yeah, and coming from someone who actually liked the first Amazing Spider-Man movie, what were they even doing with that second one, man? Like,
It broke my heart. No, it was sad. It
Mhm.
killed me. Like, I mean, all the bad, the stuff that was happening, and then him, like, he's like, when her father says, "Stay away from my daughter," he's like fighting back and forth. What should I do? And then finally says, "F him. We're gonna be together." And then she dies. I was like, "What the fuck?" This is awful.
That was good. I didn't like Harry. Jamie Foxx, like what they did to him
Looked
before he
bad.
became Electro was just like bad.
Yeah.
And then he didn't even look good.
No. But I mean,
Cheesy.
they went hard with casting who's it, Woodley? Was it
Shailene Woodley.
as
Yeah.
Mary Jane, and
Yeah.
Felicity Jones as Felicia Hardy.
Mhm.
And then you still got Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy. I was just like, damn, those are some pretty big
Heavy hitters.
actors, but none of, like, neither of them had any time behind Emma Stone. It was all like a Gwen Stacy movie. So
Yeah. But yeah, they cut Shailene Woodley's scenes. I know they reduced Felicity Jones's scenes drastically, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Which I hated, because I love Felicity Jones.
She's on his list.
She definitely is. But yeah. But even with that, it just tried to do too much. Having Electro, and then having Harry, and then him becoming the Green Goblin, and then trying to set up like just making Oscorp the center of everything. I didn't like that. They were trying to make them directly responsible for the Sinister Six, and then Rhino, and it just tried to do too much.
What they did to Rhino was so good, not so bad.
That should be a crime.
Mm-hmm.
What they did with Rhino.
Pretty sure it is a crime in 48 states, guys.
Yeah. Well, at least Paul Giamatti looked like he was having a good time.
Somebody was. He's like, oh, that's so stupid.
But the costume was absolute perfection. The Spider-Man costume looked wonderful. I'll give him that.
I thought he was a great Spider-Man, period. So
he Andrew Garfield was a good Spider-Man. Just the writing, just unfortunately, didn't do him any favors.
It was also the quality of the movie. The quality of the movie just was not there. It could have been good actors, good actresses. Just the quality wasn't the standard it needed to be.
Yeah.
Here's the next question. What is your opinion on Indiana Jones 5? Because you're just talking about Indiana Jones, how much you love Raiders of the Lost Ark. What did you think about Indiana Jones 5?
It was okay. I thought it had some elements that I liked, but overall, I just thought it was okay. It didn't really need to exist, and I think it like a common trend with a lot of these sequels nowadays is for a lot of these heroes to be kind of old decrepit versions of themselves, and everyone giving them crap about it, which is it was no different here. But there were a couple elements of it that I appreciated, here and there. I really liked a lot of the set pieces and the way that James Mangold filmed it. I liked some of the cinematography, but overall, I was just kind of, by the time it ended, I'm like, oh, it was all right. Liked it more than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Yeah, but for sure.
Overall,
how did you bring that up?
Yeah, heck, they brought it up. They killed off the character of Mutt in this one, but
they did us a favor.
But I can really, at the end of the day, I can do without the last two Indiana Jones movies, and I'm totally content with just the first three.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was all right. It was fun. The ending was so it got so ridiculous where it was just too much. You know, like I get it's supposed to be an adventure movie and it's supposed to be over the top a little bit, but that was like fucking time travel. Really, I mean,
It was so awful.
too much.
The ending was too much. It was like unbelievable. I was just like, all right, guys,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Well, when
And then-
I heard that the subtitle of the movie was Dial of Destiny, I kind of knew exactly where they were going with it.
Yeah, but also for Indy to want to stay seems like not what Indy usually is. You know what I mean? It's like he always wants to preserve history. It was like you can't preserve history if you go back and change it. You know, so to me it felt like it wasn't like it was kind of going against who that character is a little bit. You know,
I could see that.
Yeah, and I get what they're trying to do. Is like, oh, he's old now. He's an old man. And I was like, yeah, but
It's more like he didn't have anything to fight for at this point.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, they just kind of made him like a downtrodden shell of himself.
Yeah.
That but that's a common thing with a lot of like I mentioned with a lot of these movies nowadays. They kind of did it with Rocky, they did it with Logan, they did it with coincidentally this was from the director of Logan. But and on one hand I kind of understand the why, because naturally these characters are much older, but at the same time it's like it's like that it's like they're like looking down upon aging.
Okay. All right, guys. So we're going too long-winded on all these questions. Yeah. So I'm going to give us a timer.
Okay. But
we have a time.
That's all I'll say about Indy. Plus the last thing I'll say is the character of Helena just pissed me off.
All right.
I did not like her.
Who's that? The daughter, the younger chick?
The goddaughter.
The goddaughter. I didn't mind her too much. I didn't mind her.
All right.
Yeah, but I can see it definitely annoying. But check out our review. We get more in depth and stuff like that.
Not more in depth than what we just did. We just spent 5 minutes talking questions. So, all right, we'll go through this quickly. So what up, guys? Just wanted to jump in and say hi and leave a like. Hey. Thank you, Movie Time Minute. That's exactly what we asked for. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Jason said, oh my God, Johnny Cage lasted 1 minute. Yeah, that movie was bad.
Like 90% of the original cast was replaced.
It was so bad. Preston said, on Saturday I tried to beat the record on Zach Attack's channel for a movie.
I know you did.
That just made us. I was only 30 away.
I didn't get to watch it all. I kind of watched and skimmed it. And I was hoping, I'm like, oh, when I go back to work, I'm gonna watch it all. But it was like 4.5 hours. Like, man, you guys are crazy.
Yeah. That is nuts. My top 5 movies: Prisoners, Infinity War, Logan, No Way Home, and Free Guy. Logan is definitely my top 10. Logan is like one of my favorite comic book movies, period.
Infinity War 2. Infinity War and Endgame are definitely
I think I don't know which one I love more.
I love Infinity War more.
I do like Infinity more, maybe a little bit more.
I don't know, because the crying when I am Iron Man, I literally watch it. If you watch it again, I can still cry. Like right now. The emotions that I felt were just always there. So
I feel like Endgame. Endgame was like more of an ending for like the comic book fans, but Infinity War was a better overall story. Because I think it was the Thanos story. Like Infinity War was Thanos's.
Yeah, like story. all the build up we got for Thanos over those years, and then they appropriately made him the main character. I think Endgame was the more satisfying movie, but Infinity War to me was the better movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I watch Endgame more than I watch Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because if I watch Infinity War, I have to watch Endgame. If I watch Endgame, I don't have to watch Infinity War. So then now 6 hours are ruined. That's it. We're done. All right, Cookie says, I did it. This is my season. That is amazing, Cookie, that you did all that makeup. The stuff that I'm seeing on your page, like, it's so cool. You are awesome. That takes artistic skill, and I'm a fan. Just saying.
So, I've been meaning to ask you, Cookie, do you record that? You know, because I know a lot of like makeup artists and stuff like that. They'll record themselves and put it up on YouTube and stuff like that. So I don't know if you do that or not. Because if you don't, I think you should.
You need to.
Yeah.
The stuff that you're doing. I was like, your profile pic now, it looked amazing. I love that one.
Yeah.
Like Xavier says, some great top 5 list, fellas.
Thanks, man.
Murph is the only line I know from Interstellar. Murph.
No.
No.
Yeah, they say it every 5 seconds.
Oh man. So I'm planning on doing something very cool on my channel. So ranking is actually important. How would you rank January movies? Megan, Missing, Sick, Plain Blue Eye, Shotgun Wedding.
How would you rank January movies? Megan, Missing, Sick was horrible. Sick is my Sick is like my on the bottom of my list.
It's my number 49 movie. Still.
Yeah, it's at the bottom of this.
Megan for me is like 21. Plain was actually pretty good. I'm surprised more people didn't go see it.
Yeah,
I didn't see the last two.
I'd say Megan. I just really had fun watching Megan. Then probably followed by Plain. Then
Missing. Okay,
then Shotgun Wedding. Shotgun Wedding was harmless fun to me.
I saw that too. I forgot I watched that. Oh my
God.
God.
And then Missing. Then Pale Blue Eye. And then at the very bottom was Sick. Sick wasn't my cup of tea. I didn't really care for Sick.
Yeah. I think I like Plain more than I like Megan. So I'm Plain, Megan, Shotgun Wedding, Pale Blue Eye. No, Shotgun Wedding, Missing, Pale Blue Eye, Sick.
Yeah. I can't rank Pale Blue Eye or Shotgun Wedding. I didn't see those, but yeah. I'll do Plain, Megan, Missing, and then Sick. Yeah, Sick was horrible.
Sick's definitely at the bottom of my list.
It should be on the bottom of everyone's list.
Yeah.
Can't wait to tell you guys later on what I'm trying to cook here.
Nice.
I want to know. This sounds so cool.
Yeah.
Cookie said, it feels impossible to pick a top 5. I struggle between nostalgia and recency bias.
I think that's the most common struggle. I get that for sure.
I always think about one of my top 5. I always think about the movies that made me love movies. The ones that I felt like changed the way I saw movies. Like in my top 10 is also Memento. Memento is always my number 10 movie because it changed the way I watched movies and my understanding of movies because it was so well done. I mean, Nolan's is a freaking genius.
Yeah.
The fact that I have like 3 of his movies in my top 10, that tells you enough, right? But Pulp Fiction is another one. It might be right outside my top 10, but it's another movie that changed the way I looked at movies.
Yeah. Reservoir Dogs is like one of my and I hated that Zack Tex didn't really like it. Like he appreciated it, but he didn't really enjoy it. And I was like, oh man, dude. But it's also like I think
if you're a 13-year-old boy, you would enjoy it more.
I think that's why. That's why.
I have way too many favorite films to have a top 5 list.
It's hard. Because then you remember something, you're like, oh yeah, and then it gets all shifted around.
It's tough, right?
Yeah.
That's super tough.
What's up, Drew? Hey, what's
Drew.
up? Here's a good one. Okay. What's the best meme for me bully McGuire?
Bully McGuire.
Best meme.
You'd have to give me a little bit to let me get back to you on that.
I mean, just the dancing one, isn't that it? I think just him coming out and doing the stupid dance. It's just That's a classic, ain't it?
The
Yeah.
best meme.
I don't know.
I mean-
I personally always like the one where it's like time to be bad, or like before when my friends were like, "Oh, let's go out tonight." I would send them the picture or like a GIF of Maguire doing the whole like put the hair to the side, and now he's a bad guy. It's like he's still a loser and a dork, and all he did was just push it to the side. He was like, "Man," it's like so bad.
I think my favorite meme is probably the crying Jordan face. Probably use that more than I use anything else.
What that? Oh, the best. Oh, I thought you meant the best Bully Maguire meme.
Not just the best meme. He says for
meme.
me, Bully Maguire.
Okay. Yeah, the crying Jordan's pretty good too.
Hey, Xavier says I definitely like Infinity War more.
I think so.
Yeah,
I
I just like
good guys lose.
Yeah, I just liked how if you want to get technical, it was several movies in one movie, and they just handled it very, very well. You know, you had Tony and Spider-Man and the Guardians trying to head off Thanos, you know, the whole Captain America and all the heroes still on Earth. You had Thor, who was essentially going through the quintessential hero's journey on his end. And then you had Thanos and his quest to get the to get all the Infinity Stones. I thought it was very well balanced, and it's really good at holding your attention. But like you said, Brian, I'm the same way. If I watch Infinity War, I have to watch Endgame right after, because I almost kind of look at them as one big movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I really liked how Infinity War kind of brought everyone together, so to speak.
There's two things why I hate about Infinity War. One, Star-Lord. He pisses me off every fucking time. Every time. He drives me nuts. And then seeing T'Challa turn to ash after all the stuff that we've been through, I just can't do it. It hurts me. It hurts me personally. It's just like it literally hurts me in the heart. I can't do that anymore. So, you know, I think those things, even though I think Thanos is great and he's probably one of my favorite villains, it hurts me too much to watch it. And if I watch it, once again, I have to watch Endgame because I have to end on a happy cry. And that's what Endgame is, you know, satisfying
cry.
Yeah. I wasn't too mad at Star-Lord. He's the reason we got a pretty awesome sequel. But
he's also the reason we don't have Gamora. We didn't win. We would have won the first time. If Star-Lord would just be stupid, you know, we lost Spider-Man, we lost Tony, all these people. Tony went crazy. I mean, all that stuff is all because of him.
Well, I don't think. Well, as rash and horrible as Star-Lord's actions were, I don't think it automatically would have equaled victory. Just because they removed
it almost had it off. That's all I have to say. He could have waited 5 more seconds and everything would have been fine. So that's.
But with getting the gauntlet off really discourage or stop Thanos, it wouldn't have automatically won the war.
No, but we would have been a lot closer. We would have been a lot closer.
But I think you could have. Then I'm assuming then. What's his name would have teleported it to somewhere else.
You just give it to Doctor Strange and it's over.
And it's gone.
Yeah. The one person that could fight Thanos really head to head, like I know there's Wanda, because that's how the MCU has done it now, which she couldn't do that in real life. But and then there's Thor. I mean, Thor and Thanos and Hulk are supposed to be right there. Like they're like 8, 9 to 10. Like it should be battle enough. So honestly, you should have enough to win if you got it off the gauntlet.
Then why didn't Doctor Strange cut his arm off like he did with that with that other guy at the beginning?
Yeah, you should ask Doctor Strange, because I think he's evil. I think he's actually evil inside.
One,
he will find that out very soon.
That's funny.
But yeah, Infinity War was awesome. I think once the initial shock of the way that it ended with Thanos winning kind of settled and I saw it again for the second time the next day because I told a separate group of friends I'd go see it with them. I'm like, you know what? This was awesome.
So,
but yeah,
just said, before I go, I have to say, I go to school with crazy people that said the Infinity War was warring. I was about to start a school fight right then. You know what? If my son came back to me and said, "Hey, Dad, I got in a fight," I was like, "Why?" He says, "Because someone said Infinity War was boring." I'd be like, "Good job, son. Did you win?"
Yeah.
Did you win?
Yeah.
I have two girls. I still be like, "Hey, Kaylee, did you win? Did you win?"
Yeah. Yeah. I can't say it's boring, man.
It's not boring. It's not boring.
Yeah.
No, I definitely didn't find it boring personally.
Yeah.
It's hard to watch all your characters. I love being turned to ash.
Yeah. Yeah.
I understand that. All right, we got Professor Film Fan. My top 5: Terminator 2, which is great. The Dark Knight, great. Goodfellas, Aliens, and The Godfather Part 2.
That's a pretty solid list. That's a great list.
Super solid list.
The Godfather Part 2 on everyone's list is like the best movie. You know what?
Yeah.
It was just okay for me. I mean, it was.
Really?
I recognize it was good, like, you know, but it wasn't for me. You know, there's movies that are just for you. That wasn't just for me. I just recognize how good it was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was young. I don't necessarily need to see a horse's head in a bed. I like horses.
That messed with me.
I think if you watch it again, like for me, I watched it when I was younger, and I obviously didn't understand a lot of what was going on, and then I watched it again as I was older, and I was like, oh, like I got it. It was like storytelling, like everything about it was I don't know, was really, really good.
It was gangster as hell.
Yeah. Yeah. But man, yeah, Terminator 2 was freaking amazing. That was a CGI, like, you know, like a technical, like
have you ever seen anything like that? That's another movie that changed the way that we saw stuff.
Yeah.
You
know,
like I talk about the Matrix.
I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about Terminator 2, like took away all this like this hype for Hook. Because Hook was like, oh, look at all this crazy shit Spielberg is doing with flying and this. And then Terminator 2 was like, oh, here's this man made out of fucking liquid. You know, it's like, it's just like everyone was saying Hook was going to be like change like graphics and all this like stuff. And then Terminator 2 comes in, look, and is like, look.
It's completely stole its thunder.
Oh, completely stole its thunder. It was a really cool like podcast I listened to. But yeah, Goodfellas, definitely. Goodfellas. Any of those casino movies or Casino, Goodfellas.
Casino, exactly.
Those mob movies are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That is a really good list, though, man.
That's probably the better one. Cookie says, "Thanks, guys. I do IG reels sometimes."
Nice. Okay.
So now I know where to check it out. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta find you on Instagram. We're just Spoiler Kings review. So
we'll figure it out. I'm so old. I'm just learning how to do all this stuff.
I think I just found L on Instagram today. I'm like, oh look. So
that's it. All right, night, Preston. See you, man.
Have a good night, Preston.
What's up, Kal-El, man? How you doing?
Hey, Kal-El.
We got the Dre Mac show, who was just live not too long ago. I was just checking that out. I was watching the whole thing. He said, "What's up, Chad and Pano?" Dre Mac show, guys. You have to check. He has some of the greatest opinions. I love the way he does his stuff. I love the way, you know, his control of overall of how the conversation is going. He has very thought out. It reminds me a lot of Planet Fanatic, because he's very well spoken and he knows how to control what's going on. So I'm a big fan, and you guys check him out. Check him out.
Yep, agreed.
Let's see. I also get very mad at Star-Lord.
I love that they brought that up in the movie, though. You know, like he's like, I almost destroyed the universe. I was like, you did, motherfucker. I was like, exactly. What are you talking about? Almost, you did.
You ruined it all for us, man. You could have literally everything else would have been fine. We would have won the first time. You know, maybe Thor would have aimed for the head instead of chest if it wasn't for you.
Oh, Thor! After what Thanos did to the Asgardians and killed his brother right in front of him. No, Thor was never going to go straight for the head. He was gonna
make him pay. Yeah.
No, he wanted him to suffer. Yeah.
Star-Lord was thinking with the wrong head. Exactly. You did what? I just started. It's just but when years for this, and now you do that? Oh my god. So Cookie says, I'm with you, Brian. Star-Lord was infuriating. He was. Yeah. I'm a bear. Yep. Buy the kid ice cream for defending Infinity War. I'm all for it. I mean,
imagine getting called to school for that. Like, oh, your kid was caught fighting. Like, oh, why? It's like, oh,
like, you know what? You're like, don't ever do that again. Do it again.
Yeah.
Don't hit people in the face. Hit them harder.
Yeah.
We like a episode or Deadpool. You know, like,
or like
everything you want in front of everybody.
Give them like a little brass knuckle, but it's like a little Hulk fist. Here you go. Next time, use this.
Leave no fingerprints.
Yeah.
Hey, so Casino and Goodfellas are classics.
Yeah.
Dre Max said, "Hey, thanks, bro. Hey, you do your work. You do the work. I just like to watch all this stuff, and you know why I drive around. I play all the YouTube videos. I check everyone's stuff out. So you know, you do great work. So I got to pub it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
All right. Real quick, I'm gonna pull something up real fast. I just want Tank to watch this with us. Think he'll know exactly what we're gonna watch in a couple of seconds. So maybe I should section this off.
Yeah. Also, I am super fucking pissed off right now that I lost by like less than a point because Miles Sanders.
Yep.
Also, it's my fault because my dumbass thought, I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna stream my defense on whoever's playing the Arizona Cardinals, and
the Giants got -1.
Yeah, -2. Yeah. Meanwhile, Seattle got me at least 10 points. I was like, God damn it. Oh yeah.
I said get Seattle, but whatever.
I have Seattle. I have they're in my bench, and I was like, you know what? They got me 1 point last week. You know,
yeah, that's terrible.
All
right.
Yeah.
I want to do a new topic real quick, guys, and we're going to get this going. Back to the Spoiler Kings. I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Tank Kramer and Brandman Brandon. I have a real quick trailer that I want us to watch together. It's something that Tank did a whole video on a year ago, and it was so good that I wanted season 2's coming out. I wanted to look at this trailer together to watch this. So I'm going to bring it up and we're going to watch it right away.
I think I know what it is. I don't even know a trailer came out, man.
Let's set this up real quick.
Oh man, I love this freaking show, man. Let's go. I didn't even know this came out.
It actually came out a couple of days ago, so I was like, oh, I was watching that. I was like, yeah, we got to watch this.
I had no idea.
All right, so it's Our Flag Means Death, season 2. I'm going to pull it up and let's watch it together. Make sure you guys let me know if you can hear it. All right.
Wow, I didn't know it's coming out that soon.
Wow. Yeah, like right now, like October
in a
5th.
few weeks.
What?
Wow, I didn't know they were that far. Like they've been super quiet about all this season. Like it took forever for them to finally approve season 2, and then they kind of just been like under the radar the entire time, which is probably the good because since
ain't got nothing else to watch.
Well, I'm also Warner Brothers canceling everything, so
yeah,
like Taika's probably like, I'm gonna stay quiet, I ain't saying shit, and then boom, season 2's out. So yeah, that's awesome.
All right, so I mean, everyone enjoy this. I mean, the story's going to continue. I went back and watched it after Tank did a whole review of everything, and I thought that it was very well done. This is exactly what Taika needs to be doing. It's right up his alley. He should be doing original content for everything, and I thought that was funny. I enjoyed. It was very comedic. It was very good, though. The story was fine. So I'm hoping that we're going to get that same type of stuff for season 2.
Yeah. It looks like it because now like the characters are more of like fleshed out. So I wonder if they can actually go in depth with other things now. But yeah, it was good. It's a different take on Blackbeard. This Taika as Blackbeard was just so stupid and everything he's done with the character and stuff like that. Because both of these are actual real characters. That he's just tweaked and made his own story and stuff like that. So
Tweaked. Yeah, okay.
yeah, definitely, definitely tweaked. But yeah. I mean, when Siegel gets shot and you kind of get upset about it, and then you're attached to this. So yeah, I can't wait. I mean, me and my girlfriend, we love the show, and we didn't even know a trailer was out, let alone a release date. So
now we got 2 weeks, guys.
Yeah,
over 2 weeks, so you're gonna have it coming out.
Looks like a lot of stuff's coming out over the next 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, Upload. I've been watching for Upload 3 is going to be coming out. There's a lot of stuff that's going to drop because they don't have any more content. So anything that's done, they're going to be dropping it.
See, I didn't even realize that about Upload.
I think it's November 5th or something like that.
Nice.
3rd or something like that. Yeah. So all that's coming out. Guys, I mean, this looks like a very good trailer. I'm ready to enjoy it. I'm excited to see what we're gonna get at Max. They're canceling everything. They canceled Winning Time. I'm glad that we are going to get this season 2 of our Flag Means Death. So let us know what you guys think too.
I'm pretty upset about Winning Time. When I heard that, I was like,
dude, it was they got so many stars there, but I don't want to focus on that yet because I won't talk about it right after this. But let us know what you guys are thinking about our Flag Means Death season 2. Did you enjoy the first season? What are you guys thinking? What do you think we're going to get for the second season? Throw it in the comments. Let us know what you're doing. If you're watching on replay, we're actually going to go to our next topic. So I'm going to move on. I'm going to pull this out, and we will talk to you guys later. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
I thought that you were like watching that.
Oh man, I didn't even know. Like I said, I've been completely off the internet like this whole week. So yeah, that was awesome.
I saw this. I had to say this real quick. I legit did buy my daughter ice cream for hitting another kid. The other kid needed to learn. He needs to keep his hands to himself. Good job. You need. Hey, sometimes you need to control some things. I got 2 girls that are like right around the same age, and my youngest one is bigger than everybody in the school. And I tell them they fight one of you, they fighting both of y'all, and y'all better win. This is what we do.
You better win.
Don't make me come to school. You lost. You winning. What's up, Dave Show?
Yo, what's up, man?
Yo, what's going on?
How's it going, man? That's awesome. So yeah, Winning Time being canceled, that really bothered me. First of all, the guy that they had playing Larry Bird looks so much like Larry Bird. I almost had to tell Larry Bird, your son is over there. Like it's like it's amazing how much he looks like him. And the guy playing Magic Johnson looks like Magic Johnson. It's awesome. The story was good. I was enjoying all of it, and they just said that we're canceling it because I think it's critically acclaimed, but not everyone's watching Winning Time because not everyone knows the story of the Lakers and the Celtics in the 80s. As a basketball fan, a huge basketball fan, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird are my top 10 players of all time. Kareem is my number 2. So, I know the show, know the story. So the show was so cool. And it's like so funny how they're taking the liberties with it. I just hate the fact that they're canceling it, but kind of is what it is.
Yep.
I'm always going to remember Winning Time as the show that broke up John C. Reilly, Will Ferrell,
and Will Ferrell,
and the showrunner, the guy who created it,
Adam McKay.
Adam McKay.
Exactly.
That still bugs me with it. I was like, really? And for me, it seems it's more Will Ferrell thing. You know, it's like really do like let John C. Reilly kind of be the star for a little bit. You know, but
Yeah,
that clip of
it's the ego.
Adrian Brody, that clip of
Look
Adrian
just
Brody,
like Pat Riley.
but it's going around, like it is making its rounds on TikTok and all the social media, and oh man, it's such a good scene. It's such a great scene with as you know Pat Riley, and I was like, but Adrian Brody, you forget like dude's a good actor, man.
Yep.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah, it's like, what is it, 2 seasons?
Yep,
2 seasons.
So everyone thought they were going to say, yeah, we're going to do a 3rd season, but I guess it costs so much money to do because you're doing it's all set in the 70s and 80s, early 80s.
Mhm.
And you have some heavy hitters as actors in it. So it's just difficult, and they cost a lot of money, and that's why they can't continue to do it. It's kind of like the Get Down. The Get Down cost so much money, it didn't matter how much people watched it, you're never going to make the money from them. You know?
Yeah. That kind of a rare loss for Adam McKay, because usually Adam McKay is pretty good at like I mean, I guess it is a good series, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but
no, critics love it. They say it's the best thing they've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah. It just wasn't like hyped up as much, not hyped, marketed that
it was
really
not marketed.
at all. Like at all. Like unless you kind of knew you did it, you know, that was it. So yeah.
And as you're me, who I'm a sports nut. Like even when we're talking about all this stuff and all that, I'm still watching the Steelers because the Browns. So I can't help it.
Yeah, but even then, like I remember, I messaged my one friend who's a big Lakers fan. I'm like, it sucks, you know, the show's getting canceled. He goes, "What is that?" I was like, "Really?" I'm like, "Dude, you're a Lakers fan," and but he's not on the internet like that. So unless somebody literally told him or he saw a commercial on TV for it, he didn't know. And I'm like, "Dude, watch it." I'm like, "What are you doing?" Like, you know, he's a huge Laker fan.
And if you saw it, like the way they did matching and the way they did Kareem and the way they did, they did so many things that are so cool.
Mm-hmm.
It was just it was genius. It really was.
Mm-hmm.
And season 2 it's been really really fun. And before the season's over, you're already canceling it. I just thought that was very weird.
Yeah, that's
it sucks. Yeah. All right, we got Tony in here.
Yo, was
Tony.
Thanks. What's up, Tony? Like you said, I never heard of it until it was canceled. Yeah.
That's how a lot of people find out about it. You know, because then people start talking about it, and it's like, where was this discussion when it was online? Which is, you know, part of it is us, not just us specifically, but us like movie and TV reviewers and stuff like that. Like unless things get talked about, you know, and gets pushed out there, you know. So
hey, and that's why they should let us do trailers and trailer reactions without having them come in and always talk about all this stuff. And I get mad. You know, everyone gets to get mad and say, "Oh, you did a trailer, and we're gonna claim it, dude." Let us do it. Let's talk about it. Let's get some publicity out there. Let's get some marketing out there. Come on.
Sorry. Right. Can you guys hear that when he bing ding like that?
I was like, what was that?
Yeah. I was like, where's it coming from?
It's from
all right, Dave's show. I finally saw Blue Beetle today and loved it.
Nice. Love it.
Oh,
such a great movie, man.
I am mad, actually. I'm mad that I'm able to order Blue Beetle already. You can already order it? Like, what the hell?
Yeah. I pre-ordered it like 2 weeks. What the fuck, man? Sorry.
So, fries are done.
No. I pre-ordered it like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. It was really, really quick after the movie was out. I was able to get that steelbook from Best Buy.
That's crazy that they do it that much, that fast.
It was such a good movie, man. It was really, really good. I appreciate it like a lot what they did with it. So,
have you guys seen Box Office Mojo? Have you seen the numbers? How they changed?
Where's it at?
So I will say first thing I want no, the number 3 movie of this entire year is now Oppenheimer. So you guys know that.
Not surprised.
So, and Barbie is now 1.4 billion.
Is that, well, that's number one, right?
Yes, number one now. It's past Mario up. And Blue Beetle is now at. Just had it.
Please say over like 150. Well, it was
I
pretty
believe
close.
it's not at. It's not 100. It's definitely not over 150. Because I
No?
know it's below Equalizer 3 and Shazam. So it is at.
Oh,
It just. It's at 120 worldwide.
Oh, wow.
$120 million.
Man. Wow. That is not good. Oh shit. That is, and see, and that's the stuff that freaks me out going into the DCU. You know, is people gonna be so mad? So
Brandon Davis said, I felt my ears burning. Y'all talk about Blue Beetle. I'm going to check it out. Oh man. Hey, you can wait 3 weeks, it'll be on video.
yeah, it's coming up soon. Yeah. But man, I don't know, man.
Right. Yeah, no. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, it sucks.
With Expendables 4 coming out, here's a Stallone question. What do you guys think is his worst movie? For me, Spy Kids 3, game over.
He was in the Spy Kids movie? I didn't even know that.
Yep, he was. I forgot which of those directly to video escape plan sequels I watched, but whichever one I did watch was pretty bad.
Oh, Rocky 5 is so bad.
Rocky 5 was not good.
It's awful. I hated that movie.
He was in Ants?
Yeah. He was Woody Allen's buddy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, Ants was a pretty fun movie. Oh my
he was
god,
in Zookeeper?
I had never saw that one. But I'm looking at the movies like, man, this guy was an awesome. Over the Top was an awesome movie. It was so stupid. Cobra, still good. He was in Death Race, I guess.
I didn't realize he was in Death Race.
That's what it says. Death Race 2075. Paradise Alley. Holy shit, man. Guys,
hey, what's that movie? What is it called? Stop when My Mama Shoot.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that? Stop when My Mama Shoot?
I remember that one.
That is an awful movie.
I don't remember that.
Oh man. Stop when My Mama Shoot. Let's look it up. I'm telling you. Is
that a Stallone movie?
Yes.
What? The Stop or my mom would shoot. My mom would shoot. 1992.
Yes. Oh my god, that is so bad. That's a bad movie, man. That's where it is.
Stop or my mom will shoot. Smarting from a romantic breakup, Macho Police Sergeant Joe Bubowski, which is Stallone, gets a cross-country visit from his mother. From misguided efforts to help only fray his nerves, but that doesn't stop her from nagging Joe to be more open about his feelings towards his ex-girlfriend.
It's the old
boss.
mom from Golden Girls, wasn't it?
Yeah,
the mom from Golden
Stella Giddy.
She was Dorothy's mom. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Dorothy's mom from Golden. Yeah, that's what Cookie just said. That wasn't one of the Golden Girls' mom. Yeah.
Yeah, Stella Getty. Yeah.
Yep,
it's still Getty. So I think I remember this. And then Brandon, I saw it in theater when it came out. What?
It was 92. It's got a 14% on Rotten Tomatoes. 14. Oh, IMDb is 4.4 out of 10. Yeah. So I guess the mom witnesses a multiple murder. And then she has to tag along with her son for it.
Yeah, dude, come on. That was.
Oh, I remember this.
You
The
remember it now? Like I'm
because
telling
I'm
you.
looking at there was the ledge scene. That's what popped up for me.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. And then the mom's yelling at them from the bottom. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I remember him.
I remember that.
I remember him giving his coworker a swirly, dunking his buddy's not his buddy, his coworker's head in the toilet for insulting his mom and saying that her cookies sucked. That's the one part that I remember from that movie.
Oh man, that's a bad boy. That's man. Brandon says, I'm
That's
44.
gotta
I've
be.
seen a lot.
That's got
A couple of years older than us. That's. So Mama Bear says, "Yeah, I have a soft spot for cheesy movies."
Cheesy movies are fun.
Yeah,
Like, they get a lot of hate sometimes, but I'm like, a good cheesy movie, especially if it knows what it is, like I can appreciate it.
Didn't Sylvester Stallone do a movie with Dolly Parton?
he did.
Do you guys remember that?
I forgot the name of it, but I think he did.
I'm not exactly
It was
sure what
Rhinestone.
that is.
Rhinestone.
That sounds like it.
Yeah.
Rhinestone. That sounds like it. I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to get out of her contract with her obnoxious manager Freddie, country singer Jake Ferris, which is Dolly Parton, bets that she can turn the next person she sees to a Nashville style Croner. Fortunately, the next person she sees is a cocky New York cabbie Nick, who can't sing a note.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, I know. Oh man. Yeah, Rhinestone.
Wow.
84. Jeez, man. I remember that one.
That's awful.
Yeah. Yeah, so Stallone did some.
Oh yeah, that race car driver. He's driven. I remember that movie.
Mhm.
That was
Yeah,
in 2000. I think 2000 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that was a race car driver. I was like, yeah, okay.
I remember the first movie I remember like really seeing him was Cliffhanger. And it was like 93.
I remember I was really little, and I saw that at the drive-in theater with my parents and my aunt, and I remember just the first 10 minutes of that movie traumatizing me.
Yeah. Yeah. Cliffhanger was good. But Demolition Man is one of my all-time favorite movies.
Great.
It's not a great movie by any means, but it's just a movie I watched over and over and over and over again.
Oh man, we're talking about Taco Bell is the place to be, man. We're talking about Taco Bell's the only one that made the restaurant wars.
Yeah.
You know, in international versions of Demolition Man, it's not Taco Bell. It's Pizza Hut.
No shit, really? I didn't know that. That's funny.
I had no idea.
Every country it's a different restaurant.
But it's the same. Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and KFC are the same company.
Yeah. Demolition Man. Stallone, Snipes, Sandra Bullock, Benjamin Pratt, Dennis Leary.
You couldn't stop that Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes is so awesome in that damn movie.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Simon Phoenix. Even his name, Simon Phoenix.
Simon Phoenix.
Yeah. And it's even John Spartan. It's just like these. Like now, I think we consider them like very generic kind of names, but back in like what 92, 93, those were like. Those are awesome, man. Because now you think John Spartan, you think like Halo and shit like that, but it was like the original, And it was so funny. I love that movie.
Mama Bear said Tango and Cash was his first Stallone movie.
Was your first one? That was what, 89?
I'm gonna say 88. Well, because what's called came out in 88. Rambo, right? Rambo 2 came out in 88. Like,
I think Rambo 2 was earlier than that.
Yeah,
Rambo
I
Rambo
want to
2.
say it was like 85.
85.
Rambo 2 came out in
Rambo 2.
85.
Yeah.
Wow. So Rambo 3 is 88 then.
First Blood was 82.
Yeah. So the
And
third one was.
Rocky was 76. Holy
That's
shit,
what I know.
man.
So that's why I know. I was like, I
Yeah.
knew Rocky was in the 70s. So that's why I was like, I know that's the first movie.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna take him cash. 89. Yeah, take him cash 89.
No one remembers when they sold Taco Bell at AMC. Maybe it was just for Forest City because that was the only theater I was going to. I saw Demolition Man in theaters also.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember my uncle took me to go see Demolition Man. And it was a weird because it was that sex scene, but it kind of wasn't.
Yeah. We're gonna
what
put the
was that?
helmets on.
I still don't know how they use the damn seashells.
She's like, we're gonna figure it out today.
Yeah.
Sandra Bullock got more beef than everybody at Taco Bell.
Oh man.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Who is she? Is she married to somebody else now? We're going through another breakup.
Oh. Who's the one? Is Sandra Bullock the one who married someone and then he died?
Yeah.
In like 3 months ago, something like that. I feel like, and she stayed with him through his sickness and everything because she's just that awesome of a person and just loved him that much.
Yeah.
So Mama Bear says, "Don't do the math, please."
Exactly. Yeah, Brian Randall.
I knew it had to be just recently. Like,
yeah, it was like super recently. I was like, so she was in the
recently.
Yeah, we had ALS. Yeah.
Which is Lou Gehrig's disease is like the worst disease. I mean, ugh.
Yeah.
And losing control of your body, and then just and the person who's going to be with you is taking care of everything. That's just the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Jason says, have you heard that Daniel Radcliffe is apparently going to be in Deadpool 3, another Logan?
That'll be awesome.
I did hear that. I have heard that he's going to be another Logan variant.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, it would. At this point, which cameos are they not going to spoil?
Yeah. But also, I'm kind of afraid they're doing a Doctor Strange kind of thing, where it's like, we're getting Tom Cruise, we're getting this, we're getting that, we're getting like Danny DeVito's going to be a Wolverine. It's like anybody who they they're just going to throw everything out there. So when you don't get it, I don't want it to
ruins it. Everyone's sad, and it's like, oh, come on.
Yeah, like it's funny to talk about, but I remember Chillmonger put something out about was it Ahsoka? How everyone thought Marek, the guy in the mask was going to be this and that, and it might have just been a fart. And
just a fart.
I know. It just like, if you watch Rick and Morty, you kind of get the reference, like it being a fart. But yeah, and I'm like, theories are fun, and this is something I put on it. My theories are fun to talk about, and I have all these crazy theories and stuff like that. But don't let your theories or rumors become expectations, because once they become an expectation, then it's game over, man. You're not going to enjoy the final product. Whatever you get, you're not going to enjoy it because you already expected fucking Star Killer. You expected like him to be Ezra. You know, same thing with Doctor Strange. You expected Tom Cruise to show up in that movie. I'm like, there's no way. Yep. There's rumors and this and that, but as soon as the rumor and your theory becomes expectations, you're gonna be disappointed, guaranteed. Yep. So Danny Radcliffe, I would love it, but I'm not expecting it.
Can't expect anything at this point right now. Right?
Yeah, I know, especially in Hollywood right now. But any rumor kind of getting thrown out there is also, with the strike going on, is super iffy. But
oh wow, I was looking at My Time to Shine. Hello, and she said Denzel Washington reportedly offered a Marvel villain role.
That'd be interesting. I don't know who though.
I don't know either, but Denzel would do it. I'm all for it. No matter what, no matter who it is.
Yep.
It just upsets me more. His son should have been T'Challa. I was gonna say, I know, like other people are like, he's not that great of an actor. I think he's a really good actor.
I think he's a pretty good actor.
I don't know how it's hard doing an African accent, and that's why I always thought Aldous Hodge would be a good one too.
With him,
I always loved Aldous Hodge as that.
Yeah, one thing I would give Chadwick Boseman was really good with accents. You know, like he was able to
clean.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he studied in all the fancy schools and stuff like that. So, because who else did he did Jackie Robinson. He had his kind of
Jackie Robinson,
James
Brown,
Thurgood
Marshall.
Thurgood Marshall, yeah.
And
he did amazing with all of them.
Yeah. When you're able to sound like a real life person, I think that's when it starts to become like different. You know what I mean? Like obviously no one knows what T'Challa actually sounds like, so he kind of made it his own.
Yeah, but which is why the way he combined these dialects too, South African with Nigerian to all that stuff, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Made sense for someone from made sense for Wakanda. Considering where it was located in Africa, that sort of thing. So for it to be kind of an amalgamation,
was untouched by Western thought. So that's why it was very cool. So that's something that we talked about actually on Chill's channel. Was when you read these comics and all this stuff, you have to realize they're not speaking English. And then for him to think about that, not having English, but having a little bit of a British accent to go along with it, with the African accent, made sense because he studied in Great Britain. But not having an American accent was key to doing this thing the right way.
I think I read I think I read somewhere at one point, like Marvel or the studio just wanted him to have just a straight British accent or an English accent.
Yeah.
And he said, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
That would have made no sense. Like, oh, here's his country that's untouched by all this, madness that was happening in Africa. But yet we're going to have it sound like Britain. Like, that would have made sense.
It always seems like an English accent is like the default accent when you don't know what to do with a character from time to time.
Yeah, and that's why it was important that he put his own stamp on it, to use a South African, to use a Nigerian, to use a little bit of British, but understanding what it is and use the proper way of doing it, building an accent the correct way.
Yeah.
Thank goodness that Denzel paid for him to go to school. That's amazing, and we got that those great performances by him. So. Jason said, I mean, it's still theories, but I think it'll be actually pretty cool. I agree.
100%.
I don't even want to be Wolverine. I want to be Wolverine and Harry Potter. Let them be both. Let Harry Potter be in it. I don't care.
Instead of claws, he has like wands that come out.
I'm all for it.
That'd be so stupid.
I got this thing as the room requirement. That's why I'm putting it at my
nice
my office. I'm gonna put it right there. Like, yeah, I'm having that room. Shows up anything, and I have my stopwatch. Harry Potter.
Oh, that's cool.
And my wife has the necklace that Hermione uses to travel through time and everything, basically. So
I got this. I'm gonna make a short now that I'm back. This is from Spirit Halloween. So it's not a movie.
Yep.
It's a Spirit Halloween home video thing. So inside it's a fake movie, but it's a box and there's like goodies on the inside. So
yep.
I got this. I got that one and one for
I saw this here too.
One for Trick or Treat. I'm like, oh, it doesn't look cool like on the shelf with like my other movies.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna do a short for both of those pretty soon.
Trick or Treat is awesome.
Love that movie.
I wouldn't be surprised if the makers of Deadpool is doing misdirection on everyone, leaking all these cameos.
I can see that.
But we talked about Trick or Treat. Before I jump into the rest of these comments, I do have one other trailer I want us to watch real quick. It's not gonna be the longest show, but I kind of want to throw this out there and then See what you guys think about it.
Oh, here, real quick. Fix your fuzzy. Whatever. I think you put the silver thing in front of you, in front of the camera, and it kind of like blurred you out a little bit.
Ah,
Yeah, it's a little better.
I'm just a fuzzy person, you guys. You just don't know. I'm actually not in HD. Not me. I'm a 2D. I'm a 2D action guy. That's what I am. It was in the third dimension. So, wasn't that episode of Orville?
What's that?
Thanks. Was
I
it?
feel like it was. I feel like it was.
It sounds cool.
All right.
I just saw what you pulled up.
I thought it was perfect timing. So let's
Yeah.
go ahead and check this out. All right, here we go. For the Kings, I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Tank Kramer and Brandman Brandon. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Same old.
Yeah. Hey, Halloween is right around the corner, so I saw this trailer. I was like, let me throw this up there. USA Peacock has something coming out. It's season 3 of Chucky. So let's check out this trailer real quick.
All right.
Nice. I know, Brandon, you said you were watching this one, right? The series?
Yeah, I actually really liked season 1.
Yeah.
Actually really enjoyed the first season. The second one I thought was all right. Maybe I need to revisit it, but I really liked season 1. I didn't think this show would last long would last long enough to make it to 3 seasons at this point.
Yeah, you can't kill Chucky,
People are
guys.
loving
That's
it.
one thing we know. We know they can't kill him.
Mm.
So, all right. Let's go ahead and watch this, and then you guys tell me what you think. Make sure you guys can hear it. Let me know.
You bitches miss me?
Henry, I know moving to a new house can be a little scary, but you'll get used to it.
Well, at least there's one good thing.
What's that? Our son has taken to this doll in a way that we find perhaps a bit odd, but it seems to be therapeutic.
Tap and check your phone. You bitches miss me?
Okay, Chucky, you want to play? Let's play.
Hey, hold on. The Wi-Fi is surprisingly crappy here.
Hello. You're not the producer from Dateline.
Where's my sister?
Chucky took her.
Help! Caroline, you don't have to do this.
I'm his new friend till the end.
Knife drop.
Have you seen the news? Is that Chucky? In the
Knife
White
drop.
House?
We're responsible for Chucky.
We're going to DC. He knows where my sister is.
We're gonna kill Chucky, guys.
Again. There's a killer in the White House. This is gonna be our bloodiest Halloween yet.
Chuck.
I just found the Oval Office very interesting.
What are you guys talking about?
Killing people.
What the?
Kenan Thompson.
What?
I didn't know. Yeah, see, this Kenan Thompson like
What is
hurting
going
for
on?
money.
Dude, guys, what the heck?
That looks
I mean, it's all
the White
Peacock,
House.
it's all USA. This is nuts.
that looks insane. I'm in.
Dude, so October
That
was
looks
6.
completely off the rails. That looks
Yeah,
this is-
completely off the rails.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is
I heard the show's
completely-
really
October
good though.
4th.
October 4th.
October
I heard the
4th.
show's really, really good though. So
It is like I said, I was surprised by how much I really enjoyed season 1. Season 2 I thought was okay. Maybe I just need to kind of revisit it, but sorry. I remember not being like as blown away as I was by the first season, but it really embraces just it really they just the crazy element and the macabre element of it too. They just go all in. And
Yeah.
Don Mancini, who created or co-created Child's Play in the first place, or no, like he was the main creator. He's the showrunner. Like he writes the show. I think he's directed a couple episodes.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, it's cool that he's stuck with this franchise through all these decades. So and yeah, you could tell Brad Dourif is just having a lot of fun. He's very much in his element, coming back to voice Chucky. No one has any business voicing the character except him. Yeah, that trailer, and now Devin Sawa, who was in the first two seasons, he's like playing a different role each season. He's playing the president this time, it looks like.
Mhm.
Yep, he's the president.
And was that whoever Chucky had like strapped to the bed and was getting ready to stab? Was that Andy?
I couldn't tell.
I couldn't
So,
tell.
well, it could be just another boy.
It looked like Andy.
I sure hope not. I'll tell you that much.
Well, yeah, Andy's essentially like the Laurie Strode of the Child's Play franchise.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'd be really upset if they killed if they killed him off. It looked like Andy.
I don't think they could kill him.
I hope not. I
They say
definitely hope
Andy
not.
was definitely in it, so it's possible that it
could be
was
him.
him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like Alex Vincent, the actor for who's played it, because he was in the first two seasons, and he pretty much went through the ringer in season 2. So
I don't know. I gotta get caught up with this. People love this series so far. Like season 1, I thought I'm like, oh, this is gonna be stupid, and people are like, it's great. And then season 2, people enjoyed. So man, I might binge it.
Yeah, I went in thinking, oh, this is going to be dumb, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of liking this.
My wife loves Chucky. Like we go to the Spirit Halloween shopping every year. She buys another Chucky thing to add to her. I don't know, her insane love for him. Another doll that goes right there. I told her, like, he kills me, I'm killing everybody. I'm coming back as a ghost.
Like I'm gonna get inside another doll.
Exactly. And I'm gonna be a bigger doll. How about that?
Yeah. Actually, the TV show angle for this, it actually kind of I actually kind of prefer it to the movies. You know, they're just there's a lot more that they're doing that I didn't expect them to do. So yeah, I'm curious to see how far they go with it.
Far.
Yeah.
And you know, like season 2, yeah, maybe I'll revisit that leading up to season 3, since we got 2 weeks until it starts, so I got enough time to do that.
How was Jennifer Tilly in season 2? I haven't seen season 2 yet, so I want to catch up to it too.
Yeah, I mean she's just as part of the Chucky franchise, as the doll at this point. You know, like that's what she is. She's
the bride.
Chucky.
So she is.
She's the bride. Yeah. So I gotta check it out.
Yeah, check it out. But yeah, she was pretty good. They gave her a lot more to do in the second season, for sure.
That's good.
That's awesome. All right, so those are our thoughts on this Chucky trailer. But what are your thoughts, guys? So if you're watching this on replay, I want you to kind of jump in the comments. Let us know what you're thinking. I'm going to actually pull up a few things that we saw from our comments for the live show. So we see Xavier says, "Sweet, so ready for Chucky season 3." We got Brandon said, "I actually may start watching this because it looks good."
Nice.
Trailer's
It
great.
looks goofy.
It's a show that I never knew I needed. So much campy fun.
Very campy. Yeah. Very campy. It definitely works.
And Jennifer Tilly was great. That's from Tony. Hey, that's just some of our comments that we're getting in right now. Let us know what you guys are thinking. So, jump in the comments, like this video, subscribe. We're looking forward to trying to get to 1,100 subscribers as soon as possible. And, just let us know what you guys think about this. And join us on our Mondays and Thursday show. We have it at 9 p.m. Central. We just go and we talk about stuff, and we talk about TV shows and movies and trailers and react to all this stuff. So if you get a chance, come stop on by, join our chat, join our comments. Thank you guys for watching the video, and we will see you guys a little later. Chucky. That looked really good. I'm surprised how good that looked.
Yeah. That show turned out to be a very, very pleasant surprise.
So Kevin's in here.
Yeah. So that's what Kevin said.
So I'm not a big fan of NBC Universals. They focus too much on Law and Order spinoffs and Chicago Fire and Medicine PD. Yeah, they do.
They have their brand.
Yeah, that's their niche, and they're gonna stick with it.
That makes money. It makes money. Law and Order,
Doom.
all of SVU, all of them. Well, SVU is kind of like the big one. SVU. Because I always mess with Erica so much. I'm like SUV. And I need to stop doing it because I always say the wrong shit just to mess with Erica, and then I wind up saying
you're gonna say it on everything else.
I say it in real, and everyone forget. But SVU is it's a classic though, man. But Chicago Fire, Medicine PD, man, those Chicago Fire films down the block from where my in-laws live. Well, not right now because it's on strike. They used to live. Yeah. So where they used to live technically. They make
Law and Order is fire. Hey, I can't lie that I probably watch more Law and Order than I want to admit to.
100%. 100%. Whenever
it's very much a guilty pleasure for sure.
Yeah. I had to watch when what's his name came back. I'm like, ooh, all right, what's going on here? Can't remember his name.
Mama Bear said, Law and Order SUV, the Hidden Run Edition.
There you go. I just made a new Law and Order. Give me my money, Dick Wolf.
I gotta agree with Cookie. The OG Law and Order is a comfort show for me.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I could stay and watch every episode.
Yeah.
Doom.
Yeah, the original one was good, but I still prefer the SVU one. The old one. They're on what, season 20 or something stupid now?
What, only 20?
Yeah, right. I might be wrong. It might be more than that. So
I know SVU is big, but I think I still enjoy the original. I like anything with Jeffrey Orbach, or is it Orbach, whatever was his name?
Jerry Orbach, yeah.
Yeah, Jerry Orbach. Anything with him, I enjoy it. I love when I see when Jesse L. Martin is with him. I like Angie Harmon's. I like Anthony Anderson.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah,
Benjamin Bratt was in it. I mean, I like all those, man. So, I don't know. It's just something I enjoy. I can't help it. And I can sit there and watch it on USA or TNT or TBS, whatever, and just watch it. Just keep it on my TV, and I might wake up in the middle of the night and know exactly where it's going on, and just continue to watch it. So that's just me.
They had some good storylines, man. Storylines.
Those scary things.
Yeah.
They should have made it. It would have had wheels. It would have wheels. Oh, that's exactly. You could just randomly watch an episode, the story will suck you in immediately. All of a sudden.
You don't even have to start from the beginning. It could be a random episode at a random part of the show of the episode, and you're in.
All of a sudden, you're like, "Oh shit, I gotta know what's going on." What's
the
E.G.
next thing you know,
Harvey?
you're like 4 episodes in.
Exactly. What was I supposed to be doing? I came down to take out the garbage, and now I'm sitting here watching Law and Order for 2 hours.
Oh,
Cause Law and Order Criminal Intent was good too. Was so good in the early seasons. I man, Sam Waterston was always great too. Anytime you had Jack McCoy there, you know this is gonna be a good episode because Jack was crazy.
Oh, which one is the one with what's his name? That guy who plays Kingpin.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Which one was that one?
Oh,
I'm not sure. I completely forgot he was on that show.
Yeah. Which Law and Order was that one? Criminal Intent. That is Criminal Intent. Yeah.
that's Criminal Intent.
Is that? Yeah. That's the one. Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. That's the one. Yeah. I like that one. He was such a weird character. Like I don't know. Like he was somewhere on the spectrum, before that was even a thing, and
Oh man, that's crazy. What else you guys got for today?
Well, I wanted to talk about that One Piece thing.
I know that's why I was setting you up.
Let me pull that up real quick.
I appreciate you guys enjoy my humor. You're hilarious, Mama Bear. That's why. American Dad and Bob's Burgers is my comfort show. I watch those every day. I know Bob's Burgers. I watch American Dad in the morning time after I drop my kids off.
Yeah, I'm 50-50. Yeah, that was cool. Yep. Yeah. I'm 50-50 with American Dad. Bob's Burgers, though, any episode is like, because there's still an argument me and my girlfriend have is like, is Tina autistic? Because in the first episode, like the siblings, Luisa and I think just her, just like, oh, don't worry, she's autistic. She's like, oh, yeah, I'm autistic. He goes, no, you're not autistic. He goes, how many fingers? And they do it. It was like, so it was like, that's a thing. I was like, is she actually autistic or not? I think she is.
I don't think so.
I think she is.
I'm not sure.
Tina is for sure on the spectrum somewhere. She is definitely autistic.
I think she's just crazy.
Yeah.
I think you misinterpret things and it's autistic. That's just crazy.
Nah, I don't know.
Law and Order Organized Crime with Christopher Maloney is fire.
It's
Christopher
the new one,
Maloney,
right?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's the dude Elliot.
Yeah,
I just like him. He's cool. So you're welcome, Mama Bear. I just watched the 20th Century Studios White Man Can't Jump on Hulu. Oh, it is not good. I did not enjoy that one. But you know what? It's because I don't like Jack Harlow. That's what it is. It comes out. I don't like Jack Harlow. That's just I don't believe him as a basketball player. Or tore both of my knees up. I was like, dude, that doesn't happen now. People have multiple ACLs. If you're good, you can go play. That doesn't happen now. People have knee surgery and are back. Aaron Rodgers is going to have his ACL surgery and might be back for the playoffs. That's just what happens now. So I don't know. Maybe I need to just suspend my belief.
Yeah. I don't mind Jack Harlow. Probably because I don't pay enough attention to him to feel either way about him.
He's not bad either.
Yeah, he was funny on the one episode of Dave I saw him on. On the I think that was the latest season or the end of the season before that.
I gotta get caught up with Dave.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard. It's cringy to watch sometimes.
Oh yeah, definitely cringy to watch.
Oh man. And this is the other thing I agree with what Mama Bear says right here. I can't see the new White Man Can't Jump. I watched it. It just not for me. I can't do it.
Yeah. The trailer didn't look well. I think you said you watched it and it was bad. And
I watched it. I didn't.
You took that one for the team because I'm like, all right, cool. I really wasn't gonna watch it, but when you said it was that bad, I'm like, all right, yep.
If you enjoyed it, it was cool though. It's not. Some things are for everybody. Aren't for everybody. Said Professor Fieldfan says that White Man Can't Jump remake was trash. Harlow's acting was terrible. I don't just blame Jack Harlow. It was even the other guy wasn't good either. So
those are two huge shoes to step into.
the biggest Woody Harrelson and Wesley
And
Snipes.
That's what. Those are huge.
That's what I wanted to
shoes
talk to you guys about. Did you hear about Wesley Snipes?
No.
He's supposed to be in Deadpool 3 as
that
Blade.
would be awesome.
As freaking Blade. I would pay good money to see that. That if he was the only one, him and Wolverine, that would be enough for me.
Yeah. Oh. So I do want to get into the One Piece thing, but there was something else that you kind of, because you're bringing up like him in Blade, and I believe it was My Time to Shine. Hello. Said something along the lines of, if Endgame was the end of like the MCU that we knew, that we got from Kevin Feige, they said if that's the end of that story, then Secret Wars is going to be the end of all the Marvel stuff prior to MCU. So it was like, I wonder if that's kind of interesting, because like I wonder why the MCU is kind of stagnant right now, is because they're getting ready to end all the prior MCU stuff, so all the Foxmen and stuff like that. They're gonna finish that
perfect
story.
sense. It makes perfect sense that they're going to do that and end the entire story of that, and we're gonna have
this like a reboot, almost
small soft reboot, because you can kill off everybody. I mean, think about Battle World is killing off everybody.
Yeah.
You get rid of all the characters, you put them all in one world, and everyone dies. So all the variants, all the other universes are all gone. It is literally a flash. It's a flashpoint. It's all those things wrapped up in one. The crisis of multiple Earths is all that. So Secret War could literally just change everything.
Yeah. See if I can find that tweet. It was from. Oh, here you go. So My Time to Shine Hello said, if Endgame was the closure to the beginning of the MCU with Iron Man, then Secret Wars is the finale to the Marvel franchises that came before Iron Man and the MCU. And I'm like, that's interesting, because I wonder that's why we're getting, I don't want to say trash, but it's not the best MCU kind of stuff we're getting, is because like, why are we going to go push forward when we're trying to finish something else? And then once that's finished, then everything can start together, because there is a lot
finally
of stuff.
have an MCU with X-Men and Fantastic Four, and all those things can finally be, and we can get rid of all that stuff.
Yeah. I believe the Universal lost their distribution rights or something like that. So I think Marvel now, Marvel Studios and all that stuff, I believe they have the rights back. It's weird with
they have Hulk for movies. They could do an original Hulk movie and start in 2024.
Yeah. So I'm like, because it kind of makes sense if that's the case, that if Secret Wars is going to be the end of all the other stuff, and we got the end of the MCU, I was like, okay. And I wonder if that's why they're trying to push like everything else, say with like Jonathan Majors and the King thing. Is like, no, he has to be King, because we need to finish this so we can start over. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, because they
had no plan, and he's the only one that's gonna carry him to the finish line, and that's what they're going with right now with Jonathan. His whole Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors, yeah.
That's why everyone's like, man, they're doing a great job staying behind. I was like, no, they realize he's the only one who can get them through the finish line, because they don't have T'Challa, they don't have any of that stuff.
They don't have anything.
They have
else.
no one to lead anything. So you need to get them all to come behind a villain, and all hate one thing, and then go from there. And I think that's unless you wanted to introduce Dr. Doom, you weren't going to be able to do it with anyone else. That's just what it is. And I think that's they knew that, and they're like, we got lucky with this whole situation, so they're going to stand behind him and try to look good in this situation. But it really has to do with him being the one who carries the rest of the MCU.
It's more of a business decision than it is like ethical decision kind of thing like that. Like, no, this is the person we stand behind because we think he's innocent. It's more of a no, we have to because we need to get this ball rolling.
He happens to look like he's going to be innocent.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep it going.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I thought that was kind of a really interesting tweet. Actually, I'm going to retweet it because it is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Bear says that right here. That means they could finally bring in a new X-Men cast once these contracts are up too. Yep. Get rid of all of them, kill them all off, and be done.
Start new.
Yeah, once and for all. I'd be good with that.
Mm-hmm.
They could have Captain Marvel lead. That won't work. I don't want Captain Marvel to leave the Marvels. Honestly,
You're at the bottom of that list.
Yeah, like I would take full time. You know, I like Ms. Marvel more, but Captain Marvel But Brie Larson, I like Brie Larson separate. Like Brie Larson still, she's on Brandon's list too, so you guys know.
Yeah,
he sure is.
She's at the top of that list though. David says, I sure hope Secret Wars brings in a soft reboot. I'm ready for it. I think everyone is ready for it. They need
How
to.
do you guys feel about the prospect of this being potentially directed by Sam Raimi?
I know they offered it again.
Yeah.
That's a rumor.
Trying to debate if I want to see as much as I love Sam Raimi, I'm trying to see it. I'm not 100% sure I'd want to see an Avengers movie from him.
Yeah.
I think his directorial style, I don't want to see his directorial style for an event, like be applied to an Avengers movie. I'm not 100% sure I'd want to see that.
I think what I want is no director to do all of them. I want Feige involved in all the stuff that goes on from now on. I want Feige to have his fingerprints on all the content that we're going to get going forward, and that he's going to make sure the story makes sense and goes the right way. I don't want a director to have full control over anything.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to have that sandbox. And speaking of like that, see for yourself, Ken. He put out a short that kind of talked about that, why he thinks the newest MCU stuff wasn't good, and it's because Kevin Feige was so spread thin with all the projects that it's hard to have control when there's so much, like it's easy when it's 2 or 3 projects a year. That's easy to handle. But when it's like 2 to 3 project movies, 2 to 3 TV shows, and then you have this going on, it's a lot. It's a lot,
I always say the supply and demand curve, guys. It works for everything in life, in business, and every supply and demand. If you have too much supply and you lose the demand, you're not going to make money, and that's what's happened with the MCU.
Yeah, that's quality, man. I think it's more quality than it is supply and demand. Because imagine if everything was really good,
it doesn't matter.
Would we still have the same issue?
No, because I don't think we would. I think it would though, because if you had steak every day, you wouldn't enjoy the steak as much.
That's true.
That's just what it is. Like, everyday steak. Oh, we got steak again, lobster again. It's just doesn't say that.
That's a good problem to have, though.
Yeah.
When you're having a hamburger helper every day, then you're like,
But you know what? It gets to that point.
Depends on what kind of hamburger helper, though.
a steak for the 15th day in a row, you might want the hamburger helper instead of the steak. The only way I see another Captain Marvel movie is if it has Rogue.
Please.
And then it said, once again, too much supply hurts the quality. Just because it's everywhere. When everything is all over the place, you always could go see another. And every 2 months, you're going to find something else. It's just it hurts it. It's too many movies, too many TV shows. You need to kind of cut back. Give me less. Less is more sometimes.
Yeah.
I like what Kevin says. The Marvels will make a profit. The only films I could see slowing it down in the box office are Disney Wish, Aquaman, and The Lost Kingdom. I didn't think Aquaman was going to slow it down at all, but after seeing the trailer, I agree. Aquaman's probably going to be good, and Jason Momoa is going to bring all these people to it. So you're probably 100% right with that, Kevin. I love when you think about that. But Disney Wish, my kids are excited about it, but I still like, do I really gotta go see this shit?
It looks good. It looks good. I don't mind it.
Promoting it very well.
They're not promoting it. I've seen one. Well, technically, I've seen 2 trailers, but one is a trailer cut from the other trailer. So I only seen really one trailer. So they need to start promoting it more. Because Disney's, that's another issue. Is like you need to make those cartoons and stuff like that events, and they're not doing that again. A Disney release needs to be an event, no matter what it is, whether it be Star Wars, Marvel, Pixar, or just animated. Like it needs to be a thing, and it's not.
Did you guys see the Disney Plus is like for the next couple of weeks is $1.99?
Oh,
I did not.
They're starting Disney Plus for $1.99. I was like, am I losing my mind? Did I miss this? Disney Plus? Like what?
I think I usually sign up for a whole year because it's a better deal. But I'll take it.
But that's one way to increase those numbers. Limited time, I'll say here it is, Disney Plus, limited time only, $1.99 for the next 3 months. For a limited time, September 6th through September 20th, you can sign up for monthly Disney Plus Basic with ads subscriptions. Pay $1.99 for 3 months.
That's not bad. $6. Then you get 3 months, and you get the ad version of it though.
I think what they're figuring is that you're going to watch it, you're going to enjoy it so much that you're not going to get rid of it.
Yeah. And the ads, that's why they can probably charge less and throw the ads in, because they're going to make most of their money from the ads anyway.
Yep.
So they want you to have the ad version. They don't want you to have the ad-free version because they make more money with the ads. So that's a good way to do it. Make it $2.
This used to be a baddie. Now those looks are fading. I love it.
That's 100 years. That's what 100 years does to you.
So yeah, I saw the $1.99 thing. I mean, it was crazy when I saw that.
It's not bad. Especially if you have a kid. Like I put all that stuff on. Like all the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and Funhouse and all that shit for my son, and we'll watch random movies.
Yeah.
We watched Elemental one night, and Erica never watched it, and she loved it. She thought it was a really good movie. Didn't love it, but she's like, it didn't deserve all the hate, but
it didn't deserve any hate, but
no,
it
was a good movie. So yeah.
Still gonna watch it.
Yeah, it's definitely a good watch. I think it's good. It looks really good. Like I watched it when we're on vacation. They have like a 4K TV, and man, I was like, those are some bright, very vibrant. Like that looks good in 4K. Holy shit, I'll give it that.
Brandon says I'm bougie. I don't do ads, man.
Me neither. I hate ads.
Hey, real quick, I do want to bring this up. This is hilarious. Brandon said it. Is it just me or Mama Bear looks just like Wendy McClendon, Covey from Reno 911?
Reno 911.
That's a good one. But Mama Bear says, what it said, I had to look her up, but that actually is me.
Oh my God, I see it now.
And then she says,
a little bit.
She's pretty. I'll take that as a compliment. Oh, hey, this is interesting. Tony says it's hard for me to watch Disney animation now. I feel like I've outgrown it.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. I mean, Disney is made to hit very basic emotional kind of triggers, which is good for a child and a kid. As you grow up, do you become jaded, or do you want more, or are you past those basic emotional?
What was that movie about the emotions? What was that one?
Inside Out.
Inside Out. Exactly what it says. As you get older, you have to change your emotions. They're still the same basic emotions, but you become more complex.
Yeah. That's good.
I think that's what it is. When you are more complex, it takes more for you to really enjoy it the same way.
Especially, I think, in today's world where animation was like, oh, animation is only for kids. Now, animation is not just for kids. You know what I mean? Like Simpsons become a thing. What we said, Family Guy, Futurama, American Dad, every single anime. Like I'm watching One Piece and absolutely loving it.
We were talking about that earlier. That One Piece and said they just did an unbelievable job.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they did amazing.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get to the One Piece. That's gonna be our last thing for the night, probably.
But that's why I was like trying to transition to.
Yeah. All right. So here I'll just hit it and then we'll
I agree with B. It said I got a little girl now, so that's my excuse. I can keep watching cartoons. That's what I do all the time. Me and my wife were just talking about the other day. We were like, man, these girls are growing out of these cartoons, but I want to know how these finish. So I'm going back and watching these shows that they watch just to know how they finish.
That's funny. I mean, that's the difference too. Is like older kids kind of want to watch things end, and younger kids just want to watch. You know what I mean? So that's why like things like Teen Titans Go became a thing where they finished the original Teen Titans and revamped it as Teen Titans Go. So there's no actual story. You know, it's just 15 minutes and another 15 minutes. You know, there's no.
Hey, I like Teen Titans Go, so it's okay. Most animation has stuff for adults too. It does.
Yeah.
All right, Tank, go ahead. Take it away.
Right. We'll do this and then call it a night, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, what is up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kerwin, Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we did our One Piece live action, Netflix live action reaction. You can check it out. I'll put a link up here for it. But we all loved it. You know, surprise, surprise, we all liked it. But I
actually went back and saw it again.
Watched it again? Yeah.
I watched all of it again, and I enjoyed it even more. I was like, this is so good. I binged it.
Yeah. I watched it again, and now I'm starting the very, very, very long journey of the animated the anime, of One Piece, nearly 1,100 episodes, and I'm at episode 51 or something like that. Yeah, so almost there.
We'll revisit them in 2030, guys.
I know,
2030
right? But yeah, so we got a one reason why we all believe the One Piece live action was so good was the creator, the person himself. Was it Ichiro Oda? Oda did a lot of stuff with the live action. He handpicked almost
all the characters,
pretty much every single actor for the character. He approved every change that happened in there, whether they condense things down or kind of mix things up together to tell a better live action story. All of it he approved. He was cool with everything, and that's probably why we all loved, and the world loved this freaking show so much. But they came out with a special message from Oda for the One Piece season 2. So we're gonna watch that, and then we'll talk a little bit about this and other news about the show. So let me know if you guys can hear it.
Good. Yes, I can hear it.
Those things are so weird looking.
実写ドラマ版ワンピースシーズン1いかがだったでしょうか。ネットフリックスとトゥモロースタジオと一緒に長い間制作に取り組んできました。配信された作品を世界中の皆さんが楽しんでくれているようで、制作陣の苦労が報われて本当に良かったと思うし、その甲斐があったと感じます。ワンピースを長年好きでいてくれている皆さん、今回初めてワンピースを楽しんでくれた皆さん、本当にありがとうございます。配信から2週間、とてもいい知らせが届きました。なんと、ネットフリックスが続編の制作を決定しました。イニャキたち実写版麦わらの一味の冒険はまだまだ続きます。脚本が出来上がるまでまだまだ時間がかかりますので、 気長にお待ちください。さて、ここから先は麦わらの一味に優秀な繊維が必要になってくる気がします。ご期待ください。
A little teaser. Yeah, so
Okay.
All right.
So Oda himself already said season 2 is coming, and we're getting Chopper. We're getting this little guy, which might be interesting because this would all have to be CGI.
It's like,
And
Oh, yeah.
how?
they already spent a butt ton of money per episode for season 1, and now you're gonna have a fully CGI character part of the crew. That's a lot. That's a lot of money.
Do you put them in a suit,
or do you do something like this? Where it's kind of practical.
You
That's
could.
why, like, almost like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that type of thing.
Mhm.
Throw that in there, and then you don't have to do any CGI. It's more practical. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
what you're saying.
I
Is that
mean,
why he's using the snail? Which is so crazy. That whole thing with the whole snail thing is so
the whole
nuts.
snail thing. Yeah. Yeah, the snail radio thing. Yeah, I mean, they could do something like that. I mean, I wouldn't mind like a Muppet, like, for a lack of a better term,
Mhm.
like I think the technology is there, you just make a robot. I think that'd be okay for majority of what they need to do, and then throw in some CGI. But yeah, getting season 2, that was kind of obviously he was speaking Japanese, so if you don't speak Japanese, he just pretty much said thank you for watching, and 2 weeks after the launch, the release of season 1, Netflix announced season 2. So super awesome. And then he teased obviously the character that a lot of people do love is Chopper, I believe his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty excited about that. He said they're still working on scripts, but there is other like news out there that the script is done, that they're ready to go. Like as soon as the strike is over, they are ready to go with season 2, like right away. So
I think they
I'm
have
all
a
for it.
good outline of it. They might not have everything ready for every part. But they
Yeah.
know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah. So funny you say that is because I think they do, because the producers and Oda both, they all came out the last couple of days, within the last like 3 or 4 days or something like that, and they
Yeah, I
said
remember that.
they're ready to rock and roll with 12 seasons. They're ready to make 12 seasons of live action One Piece.
Yeah, but doesn't mean
That
you have
they
a
know.
content.
They don't have,
you
the
don't have
scripts
all
are
this
not
stuff.
written out. Don't get me wrong.
But you have so much content that you can easily do 12 seasons because
Yeah.
I mean One Piece, come on. We can know exactly what the story is
still coming out. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still coming out.
Mhm.
Like there's a big storyline. I don't know because I'm catching up with it, but it's all over Twitter. We're friends with Perp Minded. He's a big anime fan, so obviously I see a lot of stuff like that. But there's a big thing that happened in One Piece, and I was talking to my sister's boyfriend, who's a big fan, and he said that stuff that just happened in the anime, like within the last month, that happened in the books a year ago. So that's how far apart everything is, like they're almost a year apart. So there's still a lot of content coming out. But from what I understand, they're in the final saga of One Piece, which means it can still be another like 500 episodes the way One Piece goes. But they're in the part of the final, saga of it. But yeah, but the producers and Oda both were like, we're ready to make 12 seasons.
Mhm.
I can see it, but I
They're ready to make
I
12
think the cost of it is going to limit them to 4, 5 the most.
But if the cost but if the show brings in more subscribers, is it worth the
Yeah, it
cost?
just still costs a lot of money to make. I mean,
Shit, Netflix got money.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know how much. They want to spread it out to other things. They're giving up Dave Chappelle so much. I don't know if they're gonna
Yeah, I
have
know,
enough
right?
money.
Dave Chappelle and Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler, exactly.
But also, the One Piece did something that almost nothing, whether it be movies or anything, and I believe it's one of the only things on Netflix history that there was a slight increase the second week. So it was 14.57 million hours watched altogether, and 19.3 million viewers. You know, so it is the biggest thing on Netflix ever. You know, so I mean, do you push it as far as you can, as much as you can?
You're not going to get 12 seasons of anything. Once again, supply and demand.
But also, I mean, you can't say that because it's One Piece. This show's been out since the 90s, and people are still loving it.
It doesn't matter, but it's still, if you put too much out there out there too fast, your demand will decrease, because it's not just about the people that like anime. You need to grab everyone. This is Netflix.
Oh yeah.
So
you get all the Westerners.
So by season 6, people are gonna be like, I mean, what do you know that's lasted? You know, I mean, Supernatural lasted 15 seasons, and in the middle it had a huge dip. So I'm just saying, like, there's you can't do that much and have the same type of effect on everything. So especially Netflix, how they get rid of stuff like that. You get lucky if you get to 5, 6.
No, I think they can get to 10. I think they can get to 10 because like the content's already out, and it's already out. So pretty much I'm past where season 1 left us, and so season 1 pretty much gave us about 45 to 50 episodes, just season 1 of the anime. And from what I understand is he wants to put even a few more. He wants to put about 100 episodes in like one season, so in about 8 to 9 episodes, when 8 or 9 hours. So I'm like, okay, you know, because there is a lot of filler. Holy freaking shit, there is so much filler. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. I'm like, they're still fighting Harlong? I'm like, this is 10 episodes in. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, but man, you know, I mean, they cut out a lot of like stuff that was filler. But I can see them doing, because then you run into the opposite problem where if you wait too long, you're gonna lose viewers. Where
you won't be able to film enough of it. So like, there's just like,
no, I can see a yearly release. Yeah,
you're not doing 10 years of this for these kids. You're just not. It's just it's impossible.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. Like 5, 6 years is all you can get. You know, even you're gonna run into problems. You're gonna run into age issues. So I mean, the greatest thing of all time, Harry Potter. You know, like the greatest thing that cannot do 10. You know, just couldn't. You had to stop somewhere. So I think 6 to 7 is pretty much where you're in that wheelhouse. 6 to 7.
Yeah. I think the issue is definitely the age of the actors. You know, you would need to film a lot of it fast and then edit it and release it slowly. And then
it's hard to do, especially because you gotta spend the money to do it.
Yeah, up front. You know. Yeah. And then you run into another problem with that is if you do that and then you need to start filming again, now there's a huge age difference, because a lot of these actors are pretty young, early 20s, you know,
late teens, early 20s. Yeah.
So what you gonna do with someone who's 30? Like,
all of a sudden Luffy's like an old man with gray hair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not one of those things. It's not. It doesn't work for certain things. I mean, we've seen how Stranger Things is, and how big that was of a phenomenon. It's the same thing. We have that phenomenon. You can't control the ages of stuff, and if you put too much out too fast, then you lose popularity. So there's just,
But I think Stranger Things ran into the problem of the opposite of putting not enough out fast enough, where a lot of people stopped giving a shit between season 2 and season 3. No one cared. You know, and a lot of people were worried that Last of Us might be coming into the same issue. There's going to be like a 4-year gap between season 1 and season 2. Are you going to care about it in 4 years? You know, like
you're right, but it's kind of balanced. You have to have a balance.
Yeah.
And there's once again, you don't want to be Marvel,
Mhm.
but you also don't want to be Stranger Things. It has to be a balance, a balance between those things. And I'm telling you that even as someone who loves Supernatural, like I love Supernatural, really there's 3 different phases of it, and each phase lasts about 5 to 6 years.
Mhm.
That's kind of what you have, and then after that, it's another phase, and then there's another phase, and so that tells you that you really only much have 5 or 6 years of content that you can put out for this stuff.
Mhm.
So, five seasons is a success. That's a huge
Nowadays, yeah.
success. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
a
definitely.
huge success. You do 5 seasons of a streaming show. That's a huge success. I mean, you did something epic.
Mhm. Mhm.
And if you're doing with anime, live
Yeah.
action anime, dude, that's winning. And you should just count your blessings and go with it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I think ultimately the show is doing what it was supposed to do, is bring in people to the anime. You know, like, oh, here, you want more? Go watch the anime. You know, we're way more down the line. You can watch it all right now. Blah blah blah. Yeah. I mean, 12 seasons. I'm like, that's awesome that they want to do that. But like you said, I do agree with you. I don't think it's gonna happen. You know, and the things that would need to happen for that would be just too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
You have to have
Yeah.
Marvel type of money.
Yeah.
You have to have Marvel
And
money.
Netflix is not going to spend money on that like that. So,
Because they have too many other things.
Yeah. The only thing is be prepared. The live action is not going to have an ending. It's not. It's just going to stop. It's not going to end. It's just going to stop.
But that's the same thing that happened with The Expanse. Never had an ending and it just stopped. And people were like, "What?" And you have a comic book for it, or you watch the anime to figure out the ending. That's all you can really do.
Yeah. But there you go.
Professor's film fans. I love Supernatural up until the final season. It's hard to maintain longevity in this day and age. It really is. You have to have good storylines and be able to keep it going the entire time. So it's difficult.
Yeah.
And to try to do 12 seasons, you have to really. It's not about the content. It's going to be the actors. It's going to be all the quality of the filming and all that stuff. So it's just hard.
Yeah. Because even if you film a bunch at once, it's you run into that problem with age.
The season 14 finale was hard to watch for me. Made 14 seasons without zombies. I still enjoyed everything. So, but they had everyone come up. This is the end. God is going to bring everyone back. Like, all right, come on. Storyline over.
Yeah. And then it said, and even Mama Bear says, "Yep, Perp got me into Attack on Titan."
Once again, another great series, but 3 seasons.
Well, I mean, but then that's running into the problem. Like I said, where like season 4 is 4 parts. Each part is like a year apart. Like
you can't do something that big too. It's too epic. It's doing too big. Too much.
Like so many people I know just stopped watching. They're like, "Oh, season 4 came out." Like, "Oh, okay, cool." I was into Attack on Titan 5 years ago. Not now. I'm over.
I've never watched Attack on Titan, so
it's good. And then the ending happens. Yeah, but I'm in the camp of not the ending, but yeah, man, it's weird, man. It's weird when it comes to this. I am excited about season 2. I think season 2 is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be interesting what they do with the character they hinted at, whether it be a combination of CGI and stuff like that. But right now, man, people are just losing their minds for the One Piece live action, and rightfully so. I think it's done well. The creator was a big part of it. So I think he went to Netflix and he's like, "You cannot do this without me. If you do this without me, this will fail." Yeah, and we said something along those lines, and obviously he was right. So you need the person who understands it.
That's what we said about Last Airbender. That's what we said about all these things. You need to have someone who cares about the content and understands what the storyline, the under the storyline and where that lives, and that's important.
Yep. Definitely is.
Somebody who cares about it, with it. I could say Star Wars, making stuff like, oh, we don't want people who watch Star Wars or read the comics. I was like, well, then you're missing the point, So I don't know. That's a whole nother topic though. But yeah, so that was it. I was pretty psyched about officially getting a season 2. And the producers and the creator are like super hyped to make more. That they said they can make up to 12 seasons. Which sounds like a lot, which it is a lot in live action. In anime version, that's like 2/3 of it. So
it's easy to do when you control all the characters. I mean, when they're humans, it's harder.
Yeah. So when they look exactly the same since the 90s. I believe that was when it started. One Piece.
All you had to do is just cast Brandon, and you'd be good.
There you go. Yeah. But yeah, that was it. That's all I came with it. Yeah, don't rename Aang.
Oh, you don't want him to be named Aang? Aang the Avatar?
The Avatar.
Jesus, M. Night. What were you doing, man?
Yeah.
What is he ever doing, guys? What is he ever doing?
Can you imagine if they did something like that? Instead of Luffy, it was like Laffy or something, or
Luffy.
Luffy. I don't know. That stuff like that kind of ruins it.
Hey, Mama Bear says, Brandon, we'll get the ladies in. Don't worry about it.
Pulling that certain. Like, we get a lot more clicks when he's on with his muscle shirt.
He's doing this.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, that was it for our like One Piece season 2 kind of announcement kind of thing. But we want to hear from you. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think. Are you excited? Did you watch the live action? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you into the anime? Leave a comment. Let us know what you think about One Piece in general. But appreciate everyone hanging out with us. If you're in live, stick around. We're gonna finish this up. If you're watching on replay, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and you can catch when we are live and join the chat like Mama Bear just did, and Professor the Film Fam. So we are live every Monday and Thursday. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and join us live. But that is it for this topic. We're gonna move on to our next topic. That's all I got.
Yeah, and that is done.
That talking like that fucking just killed my voice, man.
Oh man, so thanks to everybody watching the show. I really appreciate you guys coming in and joining us, because we didn't have a movie review. We just wanted to talk to you guys and ask questions and answer stuff and just have a great chat time. And you guys made it happen, so I really appreciate it. I know all of us really appreciate everyone came in here. Mama Bear, you're awesome. Professor Film Fan, Brandon, you're always there for us. Jason, Tony, was great. Kevin, Xavier, love when you come in. You have the same type of sponsors, so it's like having me twice, so that makes it a lot better. Cookie Monster, Cookie, you are so awesome. You're my favorite. Don't tell anybody else though. You're my favorite. We had Preston in here. We had usually we have Derpy, but I know he was watching that Pittsburgh game, so which I could talk about all that stuff. We had Dave's show. If you were Drew, I think I had someone. Kal-El was there. The Dre Max show. Once again, I say go watch the Dre Max show, guys. If you're going on replay, check that out. It's very cool. Great topics, fun. It's a lot of fun. So Jason, we already said Jason. Oh, Matt Film show. So the Matt Film show was there, and that is it for tonight, guys. Man, I'm so happy we were able to do this. I'm glad Tank is back home.
Me too.
But yeah, one more thing here, real quick. So Barbie is in the Snyderverse. Oh, because of what Barbie said. Yeah.
Nah, I think they make fun of the Snyderverse. That upset a lot of people.
and she still made $1.4 billion. Can't stop things. Can't stop a train when it's on the tracks, guys.
Yeah.
But no, everyone, thank you. We are all about this. Thanks for joining us. And we're going to see you guys a little later. So I'll see you later. Peace.
Later.
See you guys.